Welcome back. The Summit League Basketball Championships just wrapping up here at the Sioux Falls Arena. Let's talk about the men, knew it, and on the men's side, big storyline here was Western Illinois playing without their injured center, Terrell Parks, in this game. How big a deal was that?
That was a huge deal. Western Illinois had tied for the championship, or the first place in the regular season, and without their leading shot blocker and big man inside, it was a big hit to them.
All right, they did win their first round game, however, and here are all of the first round games and the semifinal matchups on the men's side.
First game on the men's side, South Dakota State, the #1 seed, taking on IUPUI, the 8 seed. Mitchell Patton on the putback here. He led IUPUI with 17, but on the other end, Tony Fegan matching him. 6 offensive rebounds, 10 total boards, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and the Jacks up by 4 at the half. Second half, Jacks start to pull away. Fegan, another offensive board, and the putback there. Nate Walters had 20 points and 4 assists for the Jackrabbits, and South Dakota State rolls in the first round 66-49 over IUPUI. Western Illinois and South Dakota in the first round. Without Terrell Parks, Ceola Clark carrying the load. He had 21 for Western Illinois, but Brandon Foss to Tyler Flack for the throwdown. Flack had 7. Later on in the half, off a miss here, Foss to Trevor Gruce. Gruce had 12 points, 12 rebounds. Coyotes led by 4 at the half, and they led until late in the ball game. Western Illinois pulls it out 54-53 over South Dakota in the first round. The 4-5 matchup on the men's side, Fort Wayne against Oakland. Fort Wayne made 5 straight three-pointers to start the ball game. Louis Jacobo with 1 there. Oakland pushing the pace though. Ryan Bass down the lane, goes lefty on the reverse. He had 16 for Oakland. Oakland had a hard time getting shots though for Travis Bader, just 4 of 16 from the field. He did have 18 points, but second half the Mastodons keep up the pace. Frank Gaines had 23, and Fort Wayne gets by Oakland 91-72 in the first round. In the final first round game, North Dakota State and Kansas City. Marshall Bjorkman, 9 of 14 from the field. He had 18 points, 10 rebounds for the Bison. And then Taylor Braun will find Lawrence Alexander for the throwdown. North Dakota State had the early lead, 14 in the game for Alexander. Kansas City led at the half. Trinity Hall in transition. And Kansas City up 22-19 at the half, but Taylor Braun had 24 of his 27 in the second half, and North Dakota State gets by Kansas City 69-58. So off to the semis. South Dakota State and Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne's Frank Gaines came out hot. 10-0 Fort Wayne to start this game, and then Gaines from long range again. Fort Wayne up by 11 midway through the first half. Gaines had 25. South Dakota State would come back, working it inside. Fegan, another good game here for Tony Fegan. He had 16, and Fort Wayne up by 2 at the half. Jackrabbits, though, get 17 from Chad White, and South Dakota State moving on into the championship game with a 72-56 win there. North Dakota State, Western Illinois in the other semi. Trayvon Wright was 5 of 8 on three-point shots, had 19 for the Bison. Ceola Clark left the game in the second half with a knee injury, but was gutty as always. Had 9 in the first half. NDSU, though, up by 4 at the half. Lawrence Alexander will get an easy bucket, and the Bison win it 55-43 to earn a showdown with South Dakota State in the championship game.
All right, so same question on the men here, Newt. Any surprise that it came down? It's the 1 seed and the 3 seed, South Dakota State and North Dakota State in the men's championship.
Probably not. With that injury to Parks, Western Illinois was not the same team they were during the regular season. North Dakota State getting Taylor Braun back at the end were really hitting their stride. They had not lost a Summit League game with him in the lineup coming into this tournament.
And he was great in the championship game. So was Nate Walters for South Dakota State. And we'll show you the championship games when we return here on Inside the Summit League.